Have you felt it? There's a shift that just took place. I have been in hibernation and been in my hermit mode, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that has happened and taken place. Um, you can see, I even look different. I look different to myself. When I look in the mirror, I'm like, you look different, darling. You still gorgeous, but you still look different. You sound different, For the collective, we have moved past, if you don't know, we just crossed over the spring equinox, the real new year, beginning of Aries season, and there's a lot of energy that has taken place. I'm a Pisces, so this last new moon in Pisces was like a final clearing. You know how when let's say you're moving and you're cleaning out the house, everything you're supposed to sweep down, find it, leaving your apartment, leaving it the way that you found it. Well, what I did this morning before I even got out of bed, when my eyes was like, I was like, I took a broom and I swept out the old timelines. I went into the corners, and if you know, the toothbrush, I'm telling my age, get the toothbrush in the corners to get where your mop couldn't get where your broom couldn't get. You go inside those corners. That's that hidden energy that like to linger around. No, I cleaned out all of it. The echoes, the little remnants, the smoke screens to try to come up and say, hey, last time this happened on the last timeline, I'm not there anymore. After I swept, cleaned out, went through the door, and closed it. And when I closed that door, it dissolved. I want to tell you the power of the spirit realm. You must understand the laws of the universe. There's duality. Just as big as our reality is, that's how big the spirit realm is. There's a lot of things that happens there. And the scripture is coming up. As within, so without. A lot of people get that misconstrued, mixed up, or whatever you want to call it. But before you can see, this is what it really means. Before you can see anything in your outer world, in the physical, it has to happen in the spirit realm, inside. So if there's something that I've learned and I wanted to share with you, that if it's anything you want to change in your outer world, you got to figure out what connection you have in the inside of you that is keeping whatever picture you're seeing in your outer world anchored in that timeline. And so I did a lot of searching, and I believe this is the collective because I've been noticing different readings, different people that I see on social media. It's an energy, and I'm seeing that the collective, we're all flowing through the same energy. And I noticed that just through my healing journey, as the things that I was going through, other people are going through that. So that's a word for you. You're not alone. If you're following the energy and you're healing, there are people too that are on that same track. There are people that are in front of you that can show you how to go through it without the pitfalls, the bumps and bruises. You can get through faster. And there are people that are right alongside of you that are traveling that same road with you. So right now the collective is breathing because there's a lot of things that we just went through that have been released. You have been pushing and fighting and going through the bushes and the brushes and the thorns and the thistles and everything, trying to get through to the sunlight. And even though the day is hazy right now, I usually have pretty sunlight shining in. It's still an amazing day. I love the clouds, I love the water, I love all of that. And so this is showing that there's a clearing, there's a washing that is happening today as we step through this spring equinox into a brand new, that is new beginnings, no uprisings. And I feel it within, and I know the collective feel it within, that it's a brand new day. So here's what's happening energetically. We're in the year of the horse, the fire horse, with this strong momentum and We're in Aries season. We're the beginning, the spring equinox, when new things come up. So there's a lot of energy that is happening right now. And if you read energy, like the collective, I know you read energy, you can feel it. I can feel it, that you can either flow with it or you can resist it and ignore it. Either way, it's going, whatever you are, whatever state you are, whatever frequency you're standing in, that's what you're going to produce. And so I'm here to encourage you to be intentional with your life. I'm hearing, don't go with the flow. That is a statement that I cannot stand. Oh, it makes my skin crawl when people say, let's just go with the flow. No, because that flow can tear your ass out into the tide, and with the tide, and your ass is out in the middle of the ocean somewhere with them sharks. And so, no, the going with the flow can pull you into some dangerous situations. So be intentional how you move. When people say, let's go with the flow, take 10 steps back, go in your flow. Not just, let's just see what happens. No, I say which way I'm going. I've been in those situations like, let's just go with the flow. No, I'm not flowing with you because I don't know where you're flowing. I don't know where your intentions are. I don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to dictate where I want to go, and I'll let you be on your path, I'll be on mine. But don't go with the flow. Wake up with intention. Even, and your intentions don't have to be grand, big old goal. Just be, I intend to stay in my lane, to not let people poke at me, not to let people bring my frequency down. I'm going to stay in a high frequency. I'm going to stay magnetic. This is living intentionally. Okay. So it's a saying for me to share. As I was growing up, I always used to ask Source, show me somebody who I can, kind of mimic and who lives spiritually. I read the scriptures, and side note, scriptures is about 85% truth, 15% manipulation. And so that's why you read the scriptures in spirit and in truth. Hint, spirit, which is source, you reading them with source to help decipher what the hell is going on, using your discernment. And then in truth, you must know and understand what truth is, what the truth is. Not what somebody stood up there and told you. Inside, resonate with the truth. Okay, sidebar. Let me get back on my lane, my road that I was riding on. Okay, so, oh my goodness, what was that? Oh, okay. So when I was a kid, I used to always just say, show me how a person's supposed to live spiritually. I've always felt connected. I've always talked to Source, and I got directions, got all of that from Source, right? And so Source was like, Tag, you're it. I'm like, what? Like, no, you're it. Who you are seeking, you are it. So I'm like, okay. So how do I do this? Source guided me to learn the universal laws. He learned the game. When people say life is a game, like the game life, yeah, life is a game. And when you play the game, you got to know the rules. You got to know the opposition. You got to know where your rewards at. What do you have to do? What paths are you supposed to go on to get you to the promised land, or get to your goals, whatever it is, your desires. How do you get there? What road should I be on? What happens if I get off the road? All these things. These are rules of the game. So Source taught me the rules of the game, how to play them. And to know that Source is within. So whatever. Okay. So those of you that might not know me, I am Nicole, Miss Nikki, Divine Mystique. You'll see all those names on my channel. And the reason being is I decided not to rebrand or anything. Those are the pathways that I walked to becoming Nicole. And I didn't like Nicole when I was growing up, because so many people, now, because if you was born in the 70s, there's a lot of Nicoles that was born during that time. In high school, you say, hey, Nicole, it's like maybe about 5 of us in my class by itself, not including the other grades, just in my class. So when you say, hey, Nicole, you'll hear a whole sea of us saying, hey, what's up? And don't say Nikki. Now, Nikki is a whole different ballgame. You got about 20 of us talking about, hey, don't know who's speaking to you, but you just still speak back. So I like to be unique. I like to be different. And so I just was like, I liked Nikki better than Nicole. I like the way that it sound. I like the sweetness of Nikki. And so, but then as you see, as I start becoming more into my spirituality and making music and things of that nature, to let people know that it is my music is a soul music. It's for your soul. It's for frequencies. It's for clearings and activations. That's divine mystique. And then Nicole is persona of everything. All of that is me. So as I walk into who I am, Nicole, I've embodied Nikki, and I've embodied divine mystique, and all of that is me. And so coming out of the shadows, that's it. Okay, so then when Source said tag you it, that's what that means. I have embodied my I am state. And when I was first said that, okay, you have to become your I am state, I'm like, what is that? I'm not understanding. Okay. And I hear some of you saying the same thing. What is the I am state? The I am state is when you become 10 toes down, aligned, embodied into your authentic self, where all the things that you were afraid of becoming, afraid of being seen, the power that you're running from, when you say, this is me, I've accepted, I've received it, I stand in it, you're in your I am state. You have cleared out all of the negative personas, the words, the visions that you have seen, that what would happen if you stand in your authentic self. You let all of that go. And so you become in your I am state. And I'm seeing the collective is now moving, especially with this clearing, this equinox, spring equinox. We've stepped into our I am state. Now, why would you want to be in your I am state? Well, one, that's where freedom is. Freedom from the programming, freedom from the lies, freedom from the limiting beliefs and those negative talk. You're free from that. And you're free from listening. Thank you, Source. You're free from listening to that. I'm not going to say that it's not going to try to come knock at your door. You have a choice now, but now you're stronger to say, that's some BS. That is not me. I'm not even going looking the peephole, see who knocking at your door, and be like, no, that's not me. It's not mine. That's an echo. The more you say that, the more they stop knocking at your door. And so, because you have strengthened your boundaries, you're strengthening your saying. It's like, I'm laughing because I'm hearing Source say, you used to fight. Yeah, I used to fight tooth and nail. You know, I was a warrior in my past life. Samurai sword, everything. You know, when I watch them action scenes, literally, I'm like, I'm gonna remember that. I did that in my past life. But Source was telling me this last night that you don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to fight against negative thoughts or anything like that. That's not mine. And I see it dissolve and dissipate. That don't belong to me. It's not attached to me. I don't resonate. It don't connect. And then I keep it moving. I stay intentional with my thoughts in the direction that I'm going. I stay protected and stay, I have boundaries. And so when you get high enough in a frequency, your resting frequency, a lot of that BS they can't see you. So when I heard that, my goal was to get my vibration so high enough that I ain't even got to deal with that bull. And I want to tell you that I don't. And it's so interesting that in my hibernation, feeling the silence. Now, I enjoy me. I'm a Pisces. I can go, be by myself and have a ball with me. And so, that's Source is saying that's some places that some of you need to do. Sit with you. When you sit with you and the thoughts that come up, make sure you have some tissue next to you because they need to come out. When Source brings it up, Source is saying, okay, now you need to get rid of this. It's time to put this shit in the trash can and let's move forward because it's not serving you anymore. And when I understood that, I was okay. I had my tissues next to me, and no matter what I'm doing, something in the movie scene that's so minor can hit me, and all my emotions come up, and I'm crying. And crying is a good thing. Don't believe that shit that you should not cry. No, they tell you not to cry so they can keep that energy in you, so you can keep attracting more of that bullshit, so you can keep living it over and over and over. And that's why you're in a loop. Cry it out. Let it go. Write it down. Scream in a pillow. Do whatever. Go hit on a punching bag. Do whatever you need to do to get that energy out of you. And I promise you, with all guarantees, because I lived it, that when you get that energy out of you, when you finally sit and go, you feel so much better. You feel so lighter. You like, why did I do that shit a long time ago? Why ain't nobody tell me? Ain't nobody told me this. I'm telling you. Auntie Nikki telling you. I'm telling you. And so we're moving into our abundance from all the work that we've done, the collective, all the work that we've done inside the silence, inside the hermit mode, in seclusion, all this work that we have done on the inside is now beginning to manifest in our outward world. There's a change coming, and there's a shift. If you feeling this shift, tell me in the comments what it is that shifted for you, that gave you that aha moment, that gave you that I am done. Not just done, I am done. My done moment was feeling nervous, or feeling like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, or feeling for different things to come about that ain't. I was literally going through a third scenario that I'm like, okay, so why am I going through this again? What am I supposed to learn with this? Because this situation is the third time it has popped up. Source pointed to me, to my reaction. Each time I reacted different. The first time it fell apart. And then when it came out to my favor, because all things work out for me always, Source was like, you just exerted a whole bunch of energy unnecessarily. Second time, I didn't freak out as much as I did the first time, but I was still nervous. I was recalibrating my nervous system. It was a thing. But Source in that was like, look at where you are. This is when I was in Malaysia. Didn't even think about it. Source led me to Malaysia. Langkawi. Look that up. It's a beautiful place. And the island was so beautiful, and the people were so warm, and I felt, and it was like, look where your ass at. You were once homeless. Now you sitting in Langkawi, Malaysia, for Christmas. What? And Source sat me down to teach me how to be in the present moment. Show me where I came from to where I am now. And then the situation started to rise this little head up again. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I am not going to respond the way that I used to respond. It's no point, because it worked out for me the first two times, and I was just freaking myself out for no reason whatsoever. So I cleared all that out. And it's like, when I did that, the shift for me happened. And I'm here to tell you, collective, when you stand, no matter what's going on, Sources brought back to me, when you're standing in a hurricane, when there's a hurricane, it's a cyclone, it's a circle. But in the center, in the eye of the storm, it's clear, it's sunny, it's no rain. So when you're standing in the eye of the storm, and all this shit is going on around you, it's not touching you, baby. You are still safe. You are still sovereign. You are still in your I am status. It's all how you respond to the stuff that's flowing around you. You see it. You acknowledge that it's there, but don't absorb that energy. Don't react to it as in nervous. Don't fall down. Slide down that pole, back down to the negative energies and vibrations. No, because you're still who you are. You're still sovereign. You're still standing in Your power is just now, it's like a test to show you how strong your boundaries are, to show you how embedded you are in your truth, to show you that you are more powerful than you think. You have come further than you realize. And when I got that moment, that I was like, damn, girl, you come a long way. You don't even look the same. I've looked at pictures of me 24, 2025, 2020 when I started this healing journey. Seriously, healing journey. Because I've been connected to source since I was 6. And had visions, had, things that kept me out of deep trouble. And then there were some things that I ignored, and I'm like, I didn't listen to you. And so, but when I said I got tired of going to that same loop, same shit coming up, same things that it's vibrations, energies, all that I was experiencing, different people, even different places. But it's the same energy kept coming up. And I'm like, what the hell? What the what? But then Source was like, as within, so without. So seriously, 2020, when I said, okay, I'm done with the bullshit, what I need to start? Daddy issues. That's mine were my daddy issues, and that was causing all of the friction and everything. My mission is centered around love. So I had to crawl through some mud, some dirt, some everything they had to do with love. Not just love with a significant other. Love in family. Love in friends. Seeing what unconditional love was. Seeing what conditional love was. And so now that I understand that and I embody, and I am the love that I receive. I'm unconditional love. There's no judgment in me, When you understand the game, when you understand that source is in everything and is everything, source is in you, in me, this table, this camera, this little light that ain't doing nothing. Source is in all of it. And so once you realize that Source is experiencing this life on earth in every form, as this chair I'm sitting in, this little fuzzy behind me giving me comfort and warmth, Source is experiencing itself through everything. So when people are here, these souls that come here, they all have contracts, right? And so I came here with a contract. So when a lot of troubles that you're going through, collective, when you realize the foundation, you will relieve yourself from a lot of worry. You came here with a contract. I'm gonna hold your baby. I'm gonna hold your hand and say this with so much love and grace. You did it to yourself. That's what Big Nikki is. If you don't know, Big Nikki is my higher self. That's what she told me. That's exactly how she did it. She held my hand and was like, look, girl, you did this to yourself. You wrote this contract with Source. You and Source sat down, discussed every experience that you're going to have to cause you to remember who you are, to cause you to remember the power that you have, to cause you to remember why you are here. So you chose your parents. Yes, you did. You chose the people who are around you, your best friends, your siblings. You chose all of it. You are the main character of your movie. This is your movie. So you chose the main character. You're the main character. How you look, everything you chose all of that. And with that comes some lessons, some directions, some triggers to move you into your authentic self and your purpose of why you're here. Everyone's here for a reason. Now, there's some who have contracts to come down here and do some fuckery. And it's okay. That's what they assigned and they decided to do. That has nothing to do. That's a them situation, not a you situation. So when you understand this and you're coming through situations, don't think that you're not worthy. that you're less than or anything like that. Be like, okay, this is coming up. What is it trying to point me to? I know that I'm worthy because I'm here. You're here. You're breathing. You're here. You are worthy. Not every soul can come to Earth. Earth is a very dense planet. Earth is a higher education. So you are here. Okay? That's a round of applause for that. So now, understanding that you wrote this contract, be like, okay, why did I do this to me? What is it that I'm supposed to do? Everything that you have gone through, thank you, Source. Everything that you have gone through and made it out to the other side, you are now to turn around and help others. You are the guiding light. The collective that is here now, you have been drawn to this video to hear this message. You are the guiding light. When I realized that less than 1% or 0.1%, thank you, 0.1% of us who are speaking the way that I speak, who are connecting, who are resonating, we are the light bearers. We are the light on the path. We are the guides. We are the teachers. We are the healers. We are the ones to show the way. We are the trailblazers. And so, hear this under the sound of my voice. You have everything that you need to fulfill your contract now. Okay, so Sources guided me to clear this energy, to take a broom and sweep the collective. Sikataya na moya me, minakoya nai, dira noya, sekatoy miramo, vikatoy lamai. My whole body is lighting up. You have everything that you need. You are the main character of your movie. You have place around you supporting actors and actresses, supporting environments, supporting even animals. Everything that's around you, you have meticulously placed that there to trigger you and to remember who you are. You are more powerful than you think. There's something that you can do to incorporate in your daily. It's mirror. Speaking to the mirror. It's mirror magic. You place a mirror, the mirror you have inside your bathroom. I usually do mine in my bathroom because right outside my bathroom door, there's a mirror on my closet, and I align it with the mirror in my bathroom. See, if you look into that mirror, you start to see the dimensions. Mirrors are portals. So that's why you place, you should be careful where you place your mirrors at in your house. Never have a mirror right in front of your bed. Just a side note. So mirrors are portals. So when you speak to the mirror, you look right into your eyes, because your eyes are the windows to your soul. And you speak to the highest dimension in the now state, your present state. I am free. I am clear. My boundaries are strong. What I say, what I declare, it is done. Because life and death lies in the tongue. I release negativity, negative talk, negative thoughts over me. I raise my vibration to love. Love is the highest vibration. And I am standing on my timeline, my highest timeline, where everything works out for me, that whatever I call in comes in. The highest love, my highest friends and collectives that are around me, supporting me, guiding me, those who are in my life for this very same purpose. And as you speak life into you in this mirror, in this portal, you will feel a tingle. The first time that I ever did that, I cried. I cried. It was as if the Nikki in the mirror, when I was looking at it, was the one that was crying to say, finally, you're here. Finally, you get it. Now we can do the work that we came here to do. It's such a powerful moment. I also work with water. Water is a very strong element. I'm Pisces. So naturally, water. I have to be around water. I have to see water. So when you speak into water, you can speak your intentions as you're drinking. You can talk to your cells. You can talk to your body. You are 70% water. So when I get into the shower, I am cleansing everything, not just my body. I am cleansing energy, cleansing everything. And as I rinse, I say everything that's not for my highest good is rinsed off of me. And I watch it go down the drain. And before I step out of the shower, it's like as I step out of the shower, I'm stepping into, I step into my highest timeline, my most authentic self. And I did that the other day, and literally I lost a day. It shifted so, and I was so shocked. I was like, wasn't it just the 18th? And I looked again, and when I got out the shower, went to sleep. I got out the shower the next day. It was the 20th. I'm like, where did the 19th go? I don't remember seeing the 19th. But I'm thankful for it. I'm not asking questions. I've quantum leaped so many times. But for me to feel that actual shift and to see it, it amazes me. And that was one thing that I put inside my contract. I want to experience magic and miracles. You see synchronicities, you see, and I just saw that 3223 on my clock when I said that. That's magic, baby. At the right moment, at the right time. There's a lot of things happening, but for you to zone in on whether it's angel numbers, whether it's a bird or an animal or what have you, whatever you focus in on, that's magic. That's because that vibration, that energy is calling out to you for a reason. Take a moment, connect with it, find out what is the message for you. And you'll find out that you're connecting to source. Source is in everything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That so be open to receive messages. You don't have to call your name. Source don't never have to say, Nicole, listen. Never. I get messages from everywhere. Everywhere. It could be a billboard. It could be somebody else's conversation. I could walk past and something that they said hit me. I don't put source inside of a box. I operate on source's time, which is no time. Source does not have time. Spirituality is not linear. I can just go wherever and I don't like the word time because time doesn't exist when it comes to source. So source aligns with your frequency, whatever your vibration is. So I made the decision that I'm going to be on source's vibration so we can stand side by side. I want the stuff that source is experiencing. That's for me. If that makes sense. That gets you. Because source can change, move, do all of that. And so, in my vibration, I want to be on love. Because source is on love, the highest vibration. And that's where I am. And so, with the collective, you're moving into love. You're finding out that love is not some dirty four-letter word. It's not. And I just felt like I see a wall. It's like you blocked yourself, cinder blocks, okay? You blocked yourself in from love because love has hurt you so bad, broken your heart. Girl, let me tell you, I got about 11 Lifetime movies. If you don't know about Lifetime, Lifetime has stories that are so dramatic and tragic, and they all centered around some sort of love, whether it's love for a family, a spouse, a sibling. It's centered around love. And so I got about 11 of them in my lifetime. And so understanding that love is not the problem. It's the misconception and the direction. Thank you, Sos. And the illusion of what love is supposed to be. And the program of love is conditional. I love you if you do this. I love you if you do that. I love you if you make me feel this way. And that's not love. Love is unconditional. And source is love. It's unconditional. You don't have to do anything. Just be. Source loves you. And don't get technical. Thank you. I'm hearing like the conversations about, but love, you don't want to, then that's not love, baby. You can set your boundaries. Don't call something love when it's not. It could be manipulation. It could be gaslighting. It could be all these other terms that we've been through. It could be all of that. Let that be where it's at, okay? Because it's not love. Call it what it is. It could be a situationship. It could be, frenemies. It could be, those are different terms, but that's not love. And don't let anybody gaslight you to make you think that it is, or that you got to perform. You got to prove. You got to show. You don't have to do none of that. Love, source does not make you perform, prove anything. You are here. That's it. Source loves you. I'm so, got a lot of stuff that's coming through. Coming out of this hermit mode, seclusion, hibernation. There's a lot that Sources has given me to say, to build a community of love, to build, I've moved on the other side of the world and been spending time here in Thailand, and it's such an amazing, beautiful country. And those of you who have been called to travel somewhere outside of where you are, travel somewhere, because every location on the planet has different energies. And maybe you're having some conflict of where you are right now. It's because your frequency and vibration does not match the place that you are in. So, okay, get a reading. And when I mean a reading, your birth chart, find out who you are. When the program is telling you to stay away from something, you need to, why you want me not to look over here? So your birth chart. Source had me learn my birth chart. What energies was aligned the moment I was born. But there are also places on this planet that your energy vibrates higher, thrives without even trying. And that's where I am here. It's when I got here, I felt the energy shift. Just being off the plane. I mean, it scared the shit out of me when I got here because I didn't know anybody. I can't speak Thai. I know a few words. Swadika, Kopenka. That's hello and thank you. And that's where I am right now. Plan on learning more. But the energy that I felt, it was unfamiliar. It took me a moment to settle into it because it was unfamiliar. I didn't know what the heck was going on. And so it's like, calm down, Missy. You got this. Calm down. And when I calmed down and my nervous system settled and I was able to breathe, I realized that I felt so much love just coming out of the earth. I walk around in my garden barefoot, and to feel that connection to I'm just hearing move, move. Get your ass up out of there, move. That's loud in my ear, move. You've been thinking about move. Quit thinking about the how. You just think about the what. You're co-creating with Source, with God, the universe, the higher creator, whatever resonates with you. You're creating your reality, and when you feel like that, oh, I need to move, I need to. So it's like, yes, you do. Don't figure out how. Ask, where should I move? And that's it. Don't say nothing else. Where should I move? Source will tell you. And you start seeing. You see images. You hear word. When Source told me I was moving to Thailand, I ain't know jack about Thailand. Listen. Because I wanted to move to Bali. Bali was so beautiful. I was like, yeah, I want to go to Bali. So it's like, oh, no, you're going to Thailand. What? No, you're going to Thailand. I learned not to question. Okay, was what I said. So I started watching videos about Thailand. I fell in love with it. Saw a lot about Bangkok, and I was like, that reminded me of Chicago and New York. You know, I was born in Chicago, so no. Then I found Pattaya. Pattaya is like Miami on the coast, coastal city. You have your beaches. You have some nightlife, but nightlife is not for me. So I decided that when I want to go during the day, because, it started getting dark, I go in the house. When I started looking at, I'm far enough away that I don't hear the noise of the action. I'm in a very peaceful area, but close enough where I can just hop into a Grab, which is Uber in the States, and go eat, go dine. They have some nice places here, and then come home. But, I've been home for a while. Been hibernating. And in my hibernation, I got beach steps for my place, got a pool downstairs. I can walk. I got the marina. I can walk around and still be in nature and have peace. And that was one thing that I asked for. I begged for. I cried for. It was peace. My mind was so attacked. It was all over the place, and to put my 10 toes down that I'm not going to allow anyone to disturb my peace. No job, no person, no child disturb my peace, because if I'm not peaceful, if I'm not in my right state of calm, I am no good to anybody else. Okay? No good whatsoever. I'm not going to pour negative energy on other people, because I believe in what you pour out, you get back. So, had to get myself right, had to get my mind right, had to get my heart right, had to clear it, break down them cinder blocks that were surrounding me. And collective, you have been doing the work. You have been doing the work. And now you're going to reap the rewards. You have a divine love in your field. And as soon as you clear out that final little protection you got around me, because you're already protected. You ain't got to protect yourself, so it's already protecting you. That's part of freedom. You don't have to be on who this, what you want, why you here. You trying to take something from me? You trying to manipulate me? Are you trying to gaslight me? You don't have to do all that. Because your intuition would say, not that one. Or, long lay the spoon. That's a high and by person. You don't let them into your inner circle. And you don't have to be on guard. You get those. Listen to your intuition. Listen to them sounds. Listen to winds. Source drop them little hints. That's freedom to breathe. Freedom to move. And you let love in. And when you do that, you don't have to. It'll be a connection. It'll be resonance. It'll be like, I know you. We met before. Might not have been in this lifetime. Might be in the next lifetime. I'm sorry. Might have been the last lifetime. But now, we know each other. You'll be able to laugh. I want to tell you that I've laughed more in the past 6-7 months than I have laughed in years. There was times that I didn't laugh at all. I love smiling, and there was times I did not smile, and it broke my heart because it's like, so it's got to be better than this. You said that it got to be something better than this, and I'm here to tell you, baby, yes, it is. It is. Sometimes you have to do something drastic. I've moved from state to state, and just for me, it wasn't until I left the country that I was able to breathe. There's programmings that are in play. And in some areas, ooh, sailboat, sorry, got distracted. Watching the boats out my window. But you get, and that's it right there. Thank you, Source. Distractions. There's so many distractions that are interwoven inside programming. It's to pull you out of where you're supposed to be. And I'm here to tell you, baby, sometimes you have to do something drastic in order to shift into where you're supposed to be. And if this resonates with you, you wrote it in your contract to hear it. This was the click that you needed to get your ass up and go. Okay? Source is telling you to go, then go. Why? Because everything you need is there. I've been supported. Even when in natural eyes, people are like, girl, you freaking crazy. Have you lost your mind? No. I trust Source. I trust Source with everything. Everything. Whew. Source just gave me a hug. Got the chills like someone just grabbed me. I love you. And that's the, whew. This is what, yes. This is what I'm feeling. When I'm with Source, I feel that. I feel the love, I feel the hug. I have all my angels and my ancestors and my spirit guides and ascended masters that have guided me. They're all around and supported. And you're supported. You're not alone. You're never alone. Never, ever, ever alone. I used to think like never alone. Never alone. And so you might be by yourself in the human form, but you're never alone. And sit still is the word that I just heard. Sit still. Be quiet. Turn the music off. With me, when I sit still, I open up my curtains and I just stare out the window. Then I suddenly go somewhere else. Get a message, do a little visit somewhere, where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do, get a message. I hear an ancestor is trying to reach out to you. Mom, female, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother. She's trying to talk to you, show you some things, give you some gifts. I'm here to say thank you. Everything, listen, know that your healing right now is not just for you. It's for your ancestors. You're clearing your bloodline. Things that they could not do, you are doing. And they're experiencing it through you. They're in your DNA. But you're clearing out that bloodline of not being seen, not being heard, poverty, scarcity, lack, poor health. You're clearing that from your line. Okay, I don't hear anything else. But collective, the shift has been made. We are moving into, not moving, I'm sorry. And I don't even like the word moving in because it's not that, no, we're there. We're here. The shift has already been made. We're standing on our highest timeline where everything that we've done in hibernation, We're now coming out. We're coming out of the hibernation into the brightness of the world. And everything that we've done in the dark will be seen in this light. I love you all, and I will talk to you very soon.